Welcome back. The BJP MP and senior advocate Mahesh Jethmalani has made some startling claims concerning the Hindenburg attack on the Adani group. In a long post on social media, on X, Mahesh Jethmalani has claimed a China link to the short sellers attack on the Adani group. He says that the SEBI notice to Kotak Mahindra Bank over the attack has exposed this Chinese role. The Securities and Exchange Board of India has recently issued notice to Kotak over the Hindenburg report. Mr. Jethmalani has claimed that the Hindenburg and Kingdon Capital are linked to China in the Adani short selling case. We'll break it down for you in a moment. He goes on to say that Kotak's offshore funds raised China retaliation concerns. I'm now joined by Rajat Sethi, who's had a chance of actually going through this very carefully. Thanks, Rajat, very much for being with us. What is the China conspiracy?
See, I think it's pretty interesting, and a lot of international publications which were trying to corner the Adani group post the Hindenburg revelations, portals like Bloomberg, now they have come in and released another report saying that Hindenburg might have shot itself in the foot because SEBI has identified link with this Kingdon base. He's a fund manager based out of handling this fund based out of Mauritius. And they collectively were profiting by shorting the Adani group in at least 2-3 weeks prior to the actual public circulation of the report of Hindenburg Research. And that profit of around $22 million was actually shared between Hindenburg and this company, the KMIL, which was headed by Kingdon. Interestingly, Hindenburg, when it came out, and it said that they did not profit anything out of this short position on the Adani group companies. It was kind of bizarre. Like, if you do not have a motive, a profit motive to actually go out and short, what was the real reason of going out and publishing the report when you claim to be not just a research firm, but also a shorting firm? So I think that gave some kind of an opening that there are other connections which are driving the motives of Hindenburg publication and not just profit motive. And then this entire maze of how the Chinese interests are connected through this Chinese American person called Anla Cheng, how he was involved
and
in these.
Anla Cheng is under US Senate investigation.
That is right. So all in all, Adani Group has consistently been under attack by Chinese nefarious interests, right from the Adani Group's investment in Australia to Sri Lanka, and more recently in Israel, Haifa. In the Haifa port acquisition. China actually wanted to go out and acquire the Haifa port and scuttle India's very prominent project, the IMEC project, which is this international Middle East corridor that India is looking to build road links and other multimodal links to Europe. So China is all out trying to scuttle India's approach, wherein a national champion is being targeted by interests which are not conducive to our interests, are against our India's overall international footing, etc. And unfortunately, Congress is coming in and falling straight into the Chinese propaganda, and that is where the something that Advocate Jethmalani has pointed out in his revelations. So it's quite interesting. There is Hindenburg, which comes out in public and says that they barely made $30,000 in profit, which is first of all wrong. Second, Hindenburg says that we publish a report and we do not have profit motives. Then why did you publish it? Therefore, there are larger interests which were at play. And this is where I think SEBI will now go in all out against Hindenburg, impose fines, etc. So we are going to see, after this entire detailed investigation is done, you will understand that the true actors who are playing against India's interest, who were involved in this entire conspiracy, which eroded investor money up to the tune of $150 billion.
Raja, thank you very much for joining us with those details and breaking it down for us. Lots of other details likely to emerge on this. Thanks very much indeed.
Thank you.